Hi everybody, welcome to Leon's Chainsaw Parts and Repair. To all you fathers out there, happy Father's Day. Taking a few minutes this morning to take a look at a saw that a good friend of mine brought over, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago. Part of his group of saws that he had that he wasn't going to do a whole lot with, and he knew I was into collecting this kind of stuff. So we're looking at a 530N. Old saw. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I want to say 55, maybe 56, somewhere in that range. These things were just a big old gear reduction saw, but they're pretty special because that reduction comes in the form of a belt drive. And I've got this kind of loosely set up right here. And you can see this belt in here. Well, the belt itself is kind of a special story because as you guys know, I buy parts lots wherever I can find them, and I was on eBay a couple weeks ago and I saw a box in the middle of a parts lot, and I couldn't even totally make out the part number, but I could just see the edge of the belt sticking out of this box, and I thought, you know, I'm gonna buy this and just hope that it's what I think it is. And by golly, it is. It is a brand new belt for one of these belt drives. So, I don't know what the odds are that I'd find that, but I am completely stoked. It does fit. I'm not going to push it all the way on there because obviously this saw needs a ton of work. But, again, you can get an idea. This is the engine drive side. It's the drive for the sprocket itself, so there's a huge reduction here. The engine can turn at a much higher speed where the chain won't be. So a lot of torque. I don't remember, again, off the top of my head, what size bar these were rated for, but it was probably somewhere up in the 5 to 6 foot range with that kind of reduction. So this one has, again, some work it needs to have done on it. Beyond the cosmetic, it's like we're missing the plug on the spark plug here. The spark plug wire is all kinds of damaged, and this is a alternative wire that's been rigged up, so that's going to have to go. Looks like the muffler is mostly complete. That element has seen better days, so I'll probably do something with that. I'm going to have to pull this sprocket and figure out what pitch that is, so I can see if I can match something up. Saws this old could have even been running a 9/16 pitch, and that's even harder to find, I think, than a 1/2 inch. On these, the manual oiler was way up here, designed so you could hit it with your thumb. Got the on-off switch. This may have been one of the saws that used a steel cable, I'm not positive. Just the way that cutout and the pulley are designed. But you can see this engine's not seized at all. It does have compression. It feels pretty good. Got your carburetor mounted way down low. I'm sure that's going to need a full kit. Kind of a unique throttle design. Thumb for the throttle. This was found on this style of saw, and then the 729 and the 829. Thankfully, I don't recall seeing a chain bead that was supposed to hold the cap, but even though video can't show it, there's no corrosion in that tank, and it doesn't smell horribly of rotten fuel. So, pretty stoked about that. Got the handlebar intact. All the parts are here except for this cover, and I think I might have located a source for that. So anyway, look for more stuff, more videos on this to come. Once I get it running, I'll tear it down and paint it, and this is gonna be a good looking saw.